Time to make a 3-view scaled drawing of a trebuchet. You notice I'm going to use my sketch, dimension sketch, to help me make my scaled drawing. Now a scaled drawing has to be the exact same shape and size, but just shrunk down as the actual item. So the first thing I'm going to do is figure out how big my scale is. This is 24, that's 18, so if I use a scale of 1 box is 1 inch. I'm gonna start right here, give myself a little space. It's 24. I don't think I'm going to have room for all of these 3 views if I do that, right? Because now the next view is going to be out here somewhere. So I'm going to have to use a scale that's smaller than that. My scale is going to be, say, half that. 1 box equals 2 inches. In fact, on this graph paper, 1/4 inch is a box, so 1/4 inch is 2 inches. And that's a more correctly drawn scale. You can just think of it as boxes though, that'll make it easier. So now 24 inches becomes how many boxes? Well, 1 inch, 2 inches, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, or 12 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 24 right there. If you want to use a ruler here, that's fine. I actually am more concerned with you guys learning how to draw to scale than drawing straight lines. You know how to draw straight lines. This shows me that's 2.5 tall. Well, that's 2 inches, so just a little bit more than that. Not all the way halfway, so kind of 2 1/4 boxes actually. Looks like, according to this, it's 24 inches tall, 10 inches in, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and it's going to go up from here, it's going to go up 24 again, so 12. Now you notice this looks a little different from my sketch because I'm drawing it to scale. This sketch isn't the actual shape, but now that I draw it to scale, it should look like the exact same shape as your actual trebuchet. Let's see, we had a 24-inch, let me put the ends of the things there. We had a 24-inch arm here that comes across. The angle isn't really matter because the arm rotates. Now this is actually kind of hard if I do it at an angle. I could use a ruler here to measure out the 24. We know it's going to be the same distance as this though. So that's actually right about there. Again, I'm not too concerned about this. What I want is that you guys understand the whole theory of this. There's my axle. Here's my other axle for this swinging weight box, which will come in here, and that is 10. It looks like I forgot this dimension right here. It's fairly important. I'll put that in now. Get out my tape measure. Measure it on the actual trebuchet. That's 12 inches. So I'll put that in as 12 inches. Which is 6 boxes. And that's 2.5. That's 10 inches wide. I might have made a mistake because this looks too long. I should go and remeasure. Finding that in fact 12 inches was incorrect. It's more like 8 inches, which is there, and this is 2.5 still. But that and that is 10, so and that was incorrect as well. So sorry, let me fix that. That was more like 8. This is also 8. So now 8 inches here. To center it there, That's going to be 6 inches, so then we'll have to go a half a box on each of those. Alright, there we go. And there's our box. Looks like that. You should see the ends of the boards right there. Very good. Erase this little line because that one goes on top and this one goes behind. Now, when I'm drawing the top view, I get to use this view as a guide. So if I bring my line up, like right from here up, I know exactly how long my trebuchet is. I still have to look at this and figure out, oh, it's 18 wide, so I'm still going to have to calculate that, but it'll be not so hard because I just have to go starting from there. I'm 18, 9 boxes. Actually, you know what? I'll start from up here. That way I won't run out of space. 3, 6, 9. And I want to note that wood has some thickness. It's not just a line. So there is the end board, front and back. Those are little marks I was using to measure things out. And the sides have thickness. Again, if you want to use a ruler, it'll look way better. I'm trying to get this done quick for y'all. This lines up right here. And up, same place there. We have a axle that runs all the way across. And we have a arm, goes from there to there. Very good. Now this box, goes from here to here. We do have to measure out this dimension because we don't have that. I said that is 10, so that's goes all the way from there to there. It's a very big and flat box, but that was the design of this trebuchet. Why, I don't know. So again, I'm drawing in the sides of the box, which is super important because there aren't just lines. They're wood and they have thickness. They live in the real world with us. There are some outside pieces right here. And an axle that goes through the center. Alright, very good. Everything is all set up. Now, one more view to do. That's this one here. I'll put it off to the side here. Make it a little closer. So we know automatically how tall it is because we're bringing this line across. But we know it's 18 wide, so 3, 6, 9. Okay, so that's how wide it is. Don't need to draw the ends of the boards because these boards here go all the way across. We do have a board that sticks up to that height. So you see I'm using this view to help draw this view. We don't have to count out the boxes, and it works out perfectly so long as you line them up. It's very important that those line up, that these line up. It's also the standard. It's very difficult to read an engineering drawing that hasn't been properly lined up. So that's why we always do it. Here, I'm going to have my arm go from there to there. Now it does occur to me right now that I could have drawn my arm like straight across. That might have made it easier to draw, but I didn't, so no biggie. Alright, and this box is going to go from a height of here, the top of those, to the bottom, which is there. You know, it's 10 inches wide, so it's 5 boxes, 2.5 tall. Very good. And on the outside, we have these pieces coming up here. And we have an axle coming through right here. So there's our basic trebuchet. What's still missing is dimensions. It's very important not to double dimension or to miss dimensions. Meaning, too many dimensions makes it hard to read. And too few dimensions means you don't have all the information you need. Try to not crowd stuff. Now this 24 is different from that 24 because that's height and this is width, length. Now, what else are we missing here? Oh, that thickness, that's 2.5. This is also 2.5. Now you notice I draw lines here to show where the dimensions end at and arrows to those lines. There are other standards. In this one, I'm going to draw the arrows like that because there's no space. I'm going to put the arrows inside. This is 8. Now this dimension here, that's the dimension of the hole, which is 7/8 of an inch. And that is a diameter. So, oops, can't really see that. Let me redraw that so you can see. The symbol for diameter is that. 7/8 of an inch diameter. It's 2.5 wide. And this is 24 long. Got a little hook on the end of it. I'm not going to put the sling in. You can if you want, but it's kind of impossible to, or difficult to draw in dimensions, so I'm not going to worry too much. This overall height here is 8 of that box. The width of the box up here, there is 10. I didn't put the inch marks anywhere. I could just write all dimensions in inches. I think I have most of what I need. There may be some that I'm missing, but that's okay. Nothing's perfect.